Yes, in the previous class we were doing the two topics. That's what the one was the relations of the graph, and secondly we were discussing the second equation and first equation of motion. Okay, so we were driving these two equations. So do we have any doubt? Do you have any doubt regarding to these two equations, that how I drive these? Yeah, how we drive these equation?
No, sir.
No. Okay, let's stop. Let's move further. So we are driving here, driving the equation of motion graphically. Let's at t we have done these two equations generally. The other Nadullah and Basit. Okay, let's start. You are from Qatar, no? Qatar, Hamna.
No, sir. I'm
Wait,
from
you are from Saudi Arabia. Okay, let's start. So we will be going to discuss some questions also. Let's drive the third equation of motion also, and then we shall be going to discuss the another. Okay, so let's start. Let's move towards the third equation of motion. Equation of motion. What is the third equation of motion? V square is equals to u square plus 2as. Okay, this is the third equation of motion. So let's drive this one. Again, in the previous class we were studying. So let's make the graph again. The same graph that we have made in the previous classes also. So let me check whether can I copy that one or not. Let me check. Wait a minute. Let me copy this graph. Okay. Wait a minute, Hamna. So we are having, this is S. Okay, Hamna. Let's drive the equations again. Okay, this is a graph and we are going to drive this equation again. So let us start. First of all, we have the equation v square is equal to u square plus 2as. Okay, so as you know that, we know that again here the velocity has a final velocity, initial velocity, and acceleration and displacement. Okay, saw here that that we have v square is equals to u square plus 2as. Okay, and you know that these are the area under vt graphs gives you displacement. Okay, so again we need to make the equations with the displacement. Why we are making the equation with the displacement, not the velocity? Let me text to. Okay, let us start. Okay, so here I'm saying that we are just going to drive the third equation of motion. So here we have v square is equals to u square plus 2as. Okay, so again, you need in the previous one, when we were driving the second equation of motion, we take this one. Okay, when we are driving the second equation of motion, we divide this area into two parts. One is the triangle, another one is the rectangle. But since we are driving the third equation of motion right now, so it is important that we need to calculate the area as a trapezium, as a whole of the trapezium. Okay, this is a simple thing that you need to learn. Okay, that will make our equations, we can say that our process more easier to drive that equation. So we can simply say that we know that area under VT graph gives displacement. Okay, gives displacement. So you can write here that the area of trapezium OACD is equals to displacement, will be equals to displacement. Okay, so we can write here displacement means S is equals to half into, what is the area of the trapezium? Area of the trapezium is the sum of the parallel sides into perpendicular distance between them. For example, if I'm going to have this trapezium, okay, and they are the two parallel sides. The quality or the characteristics of a trapezium is that it has two parallel sides and two non-parallel sides. So this is simple, that if I'm going to have this two parallel side, that is OACD. Okay, so you can say that actually that the area of the trapezium is simply sum of the parallel sides into perpendicular distance between them. Perpendicular distance between them. Okay, so you need to keep in mind here that here the perpendicular distance in this trapezium, this is the right trapezium, or you can say it is not like such like that. Actually, this is a simple trapezium in which OD is acting as a perpendicular distance between the two parallel sides. These are the two parallel sides, and these two parallel side OD is acting as a perpendicular distance. It is a 90-degree angle here. Okay, so you can simply say that the OD is the perpendicular distance between them, and the sum of the two parallel sides we can write here half into sum of the parallel side. What is the sum of the parallel side? You can say that it is OA plus this DC into perpendicular distance between them. You can write here OD. Okay, and you can write here half into what is OA. OA is actually OA. You can write it OA plus what is DC. DC is actually equivalent to this OB. DC is actually equivalent to OB. So you can instead of DC you can write here OB. Okay, into OD. So you can write here half into OA. What is OA? OA is simply initial velocity that we have taken. In the previous class, we have discussed this one in a great detail. So OA is basically U plus OB is actually V into D. OD is time. Now you need to come to this equations that we have the V square is equals to U square plus 2AS, and you see here that here is not acceleration right now here, and we need the acceleration in our equation. We have the V here, we have the V here, we have the U here, we have the S here, but we don't need the time. And instead of time, we need acceleration. So from the first equation of motion, we can replace. From the first equation of motion, we can drive the value of okay, we can drive the value of t. So from first equation of motion, from first equation of motion, You can write the value of what is the value of t. The v is equals to u plus at. The value of t will be v minus u upon a is equals to t. Okay, this is the value of t, and putting this value in the previous equation, you can easily find out the value. So we have s is equals to half into v plus u bracket t. Okay, so putting this value here in the t, putting the value of t, we can write here s is equals to half bracket v plus u bracket v minus u upon a. And you are very much familiar that v plus u and v minus u is equals to v square minus u square. It is from an identity that a plus b, a minus b is equals to a square minus b square. So instead of v plus u and v minus u, you can write here half into v square minus u square upon a. Now this is s, and this 2 and a is in multiplication. So you can write here 2 v square minus u square upon 2as. Okay, now this will goes to that side, and you can write here 2as is equals to v square minus u square, and this u will comes to this side. You can write here v square is equals to u square plus 2as. Okay, dear students, is it easy for you or not? Tell me, do you have any doubt?
So we can also do the derivation 3 by another method.
Which one? Yes, you can use. You can use by adding the two formulas. There are different formulas. You can use, means you can have you can use different methods to prove that equation. But this one is the easiest method. And Radullah, where were you in the last class? We have discussed in great detail. We were discussing graphs in great detail. You were not there. I was thinking that where is Radullah?
So yes, I'm in the previous class.
Yes, you were in the previous class, but you missed my yesterday's class. Where were you? We have studied a lot in the previous class. We have discussed this one. We have discussed about this in the last class. I discussed about this one. From here I started. I discussed these graphs. Then I discuss what does the velocity under VT graphs gives. Okay, slope of line we discuss. Area under VT graph we discuss. Okay, we drive the equation, first equation of motion. Then we drive the second equation of motion. Then we discuss the slope. Then finally we discuss this one. This is the third equation of motion. So please copy this one. Hamna and Radullah, please copy this one. Copied.
No, sir.
Copied. Radullah, we will have a video of this one also. Okay, what is this? Half into, what is this? What is this? Half into sum of the parallel side, that is OA plus DC into OD. So we have a video on of this previous class. Okay, so please watch that video because that is very important. Okay, that you have missed the class. Okay, ask
Okay, sir.
Nishkar sir, ask Nishkar sir for this video that you have missed the class previously, because that was very important topic and that is very conceptive.
Done, sir.
Hamna beta, you have also done.
Yes, sir. Done.
Okay, let's copy this one also. Copy this one also. Done.
So only 3 lines are left. Done, sir.
Hamna, you also.
Yes, sir.
uh, Miradula and V, sorry, Hamna, I'm asking you, do you are having any doubt? Still, you are having doubt any to this three equation of motions that we have derived, okay, in this class, in the previous class also. Do you have any doubt regarding to this one, or may I give you one another time, or can I explain you one more time how I derive these equations?
No, sir, it's clear.
It's clear. Uh, Hamna, you. Do you need to do you need one more explanation?
No, sir. It's clear. I understood.
Okay, okay. Let's move further. Let's move further. So let's talk about the let's what kind of problems we usually deals with these three equations of motions. Now it's time to solve the problems. Okay. So here I'm going to give you some graph. Okay. And most probably the graphical representations and graphical representations students usually have doubts. So this one is the graph. Okay. This is the velocity time graph. Okay. Okay. This is the velocity time graph. Calculate. Here it is. This is the 5 meter per second. Velocity in meter per second. I'm writing here. Velocity in meter per second and time in seconds. Okay. So this is the 0 seconds. This is the 2 seconds. This is the 4 seconds. This is the 6 seconds, this is the 8 seconds, this is the 10 second, and this is the 12, and this is the 14 seconds. Okay, so this one is here is 8, this one here is 4. Okay, so this one is velocity in meter per seconds. Okay, this one is 5 meter per second, this is 10 meter per second. Okay, this one is 15, this one is 20 meter per second. Okay, so tell me what is the acceleration of the calculate the acceleration from time t equals to 0 to t is equals to 4, or you can write from time 0 to 4 seconds. Calculate the acceleration from time 0 to 4 seconds. Are you solving? Are you solving this question? Hamna and Radullah? Hamna and Radullah, I'm asking, are you solving this question? Or may I solve this one for you? Hamna,
Yes, sir.
are you solving this question?
Yes, sir.
Okay, solve it. Also calculate the acceleration from 0 to 4 second first. Secondly, you need to calculate the acceleration from 4 to 8 second. And then third, you need to calculate from 8 to 14 second. 8 to 14 second. Done, Hamna? Yes, Muradullah, where were you? Your internet connection you were
Sir, there is
having?
an internet connection issue, so sir, there is no.
Let it be, let it be. So, Muradullah, we have a question right now here. Please, can you able to solve this one? That this is a VT graph, velocity time graph. Will you able to solve that? What is the acceleration from? We can say that from t is equals to 0 to 4 seconds. Hamna, have you done?
Sir, 4.5.
4.5.
Sir, first. No, sir, sorry, 2.5.
2.5. Yes, it is correct. 2.5 meter per second square. It is correct. So what you need to do is simply you have to you know that this car is started at its velocity, its initial velocity is 10 meter per second, and then it reaches to this point. Okay, so you can write here that a is equals to v minus u by t. This is the simple value for the acceleration. This is a simple formula. So is any final velocity is 20. You can find that this final velocity is 20. This 20 minus initial velocity is 10 upon time is 0 to 4. It is only 4 seconds. So you can write here 10 upon 4. Okay. Write here 10 upon 4. So you can write here 2.5 meter per second square. Okay. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Second is you need to find out the velocity from acceleration from 4 to
So the acceleration is 0 in the
yes,
second
acceleration.
one.
Yeah, acceleration is 0 because the speed is same. So we can say that initial and final velocity is same. So we can write here acceleration is 0. And moreover, it is parallel to the time axis. It is parallel to the time axis. So we can say that acceleration is 0. So acceleration in the second case is 0. Is 0. In the third case, what would be the acceleration?
So 1.
1 meter per second square. Okay, let's check. Here it is a is equals to v minus u by t. Okay, you can write here what is the value of v. The value of final velocity of v is 14. Sorry, the final velocity of v is 0. 0 actually. When this comes, this is the final velocity, and this is 0. Minus initial velocity is 20 upon time from 8 to 14. It is just 6 seconds. From 8 to 14, what is the time period? It is actually 6 seconds. 6 seconds. Okay, so you have to write here 6 seconds. So you can write here minus of 20 divided by 6. So you can write here that is 3 by minus 10. Okay, got it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is 3 by minus 10 meter per second square. Okay, or you can write it 3.33 minus of 3.33 meter per second square. So this is the acceleration. If I ask you what is the retardation, so in the retardation we don't write the negative signs. So acceleration here is minus of 3.33 meter per second. Acceleration here is minus of 3.33 meter per second square. Okay, and we can write here that if I ask you about the retardation means acceleration when it is negative acceleration. Retardation. So retardation is here is simple. That is 3.33 meter per second square. So okay, so negative acceleration is called retardation. Okay, got it? Or still having some problem? Got it?
So if the acceleration is in negative and the question is asked to find the retardation of this, so sir, we write this in a positive form.
Yeah, you have to write in the positive value. Okay. Now find the displacement between 4 to 8 seconds. Now the next part of this question is find the displacement. Find the displacement from 4 to 8 seconds. 4 to 8 seconds.
So 0.
4 to 8 second displacement. Zero? No, no, it is not zero. How can you find the displacement? So in VT graph, we know that, Hamna, will you be able to calculate what is the displacement from 4 to 8 seconds? Hamna, are you there? Is my voice is audible to you? What is the what is the displacement? So we know that in VT graph, in velocity time graph, the area under velocity time graph gives you the displacement. So you need to calculate the area here. Up to here, you need to calculate this area, and this will give you the displacement. So area under VT graph, area under VT graphs give displacement, gives displacement. Okay, so you need to calculate that the height of this length, the length of this rectangle is actually this is in the rectangular shape. So we can calculate this displacement. Okay, displacement will be equals to, that is equals to 20, that is the length, into breadth. Breadth is from 4 to 8, it is 4 centimeter only. Okay, so you can write here 8 centimeter, not it is here, it is not written as centimeter, meter is being written. So this, because the speed is in meter, so we have to write here meter. Okay, if the speed is given in kilometer per hour, then we have to write here the distance is in kilometer. Okay, got it? Still having some doubt?
Yes, sir. So no.
Copy this one. When you need to scroll down, I will scroll it for you. Okay, so please tell me. Radula and Hamna, do you have any school test regarding to any chapter, or do you want any extra class in any topic?
So my unit tests are starting from the day. So from 1 September. So sir, so science class is in the last. So sir, I want the chemistry extra class.
You want the chemistry extra class? Okay, okay, we will provide it for you. So in which topic and on which chapter you want the extra class?
Sir, chapter number 1.
Chapter number 1.
Yes,
Okay.
sir, sorry, second.
Second, chapter number 2. Okay, we are doing that one. Okay, we will have the extra class for that. And Hamna, do you have any recent test or something in your school?
Yes, sir. Mine are starting from 1st September.
1st September. Okay. So do you need any extra class in any topic?
No, sir.
Okay. Okay. So this all, do this one. Have you copied properly?
No, sir.
Copy it.
नहीं सुना आपको?
Sir, done.
Oh, okay. Let's move further on the next question. Okay. Okay. Here we have the displacement time graph. This is 5 meter per second. 5 meter per second. Sorry, this is 5 meter. This is the displacement time graph. Displacement time graph. Okay. So this is 5 second. This is 10 seconds. Sorry, 5 meter. This is 10 meter. And this is one is 2 seconds. This is 4 second. This is 6 second. This is 8 second. This one is 10. And this one is 12. Okay. Calculate the velocity. Calculate the velocity of the object from 0 to 4 second. 4 second. 0 to 4 second. From 0 to okay. Second one is from 4 to calculate the average velocity. Average velocity from 4 to 12 second. 4 to 12 second. 12 second. What you will do? What does the in displacement time graph, how will you find the velocity of the object?
Displacement upon time.
Yes, displacement upon time. This is the simple and easy. Okay. So what is the displacement from 0 to 4 second?
Sir, 5 seconds.
5 meter.
Sir, 5 meter.
Okay, 5 meter, because the initial at 0 its displacement is 5 and its final displacement is 10. So net displacement is simply from 0 to 4 second, it has covered only 5 meter. So we can write here that velocity is equals to displacement upon time. So we can write here velocity is equals to displacement upon time. So you can write here in a simple language that the displacement is 10 minus 5, and the final displacement upon initial displacement divided by time, that is 4. So that you can write here that is 5 by 4, and that will be 1.125 meter per second. Okay, 1.125 meter per second. That is the velocity of the object. Okay, find the average velocity of the object from 0 to 12 seconds. Sorry, 4 to 12 seconds. How will you find the average velocity?
Total displacement.
The total displacement upon total time.
Yes, total displacement upon total time. So what you need to calculate is, first you need to calculate the total displacement from this to this and total displacement from this to this, and then add these two displacement with the proper sign. If you get the positive sign here or whatever the sign you get here, and similarly what will be the sign here, you need to calculate with sign, you add them, and then you have to divide it by time, then total time is 8 seconds. Okay, calculate it.
So average velocity is 0.
Average velocity is 0. How?
So because so both the times have this equal distance.
So if from, I asked you that you have to calculate the average velocity from 4 to 12 seconds. From here to here, you need to calculate. Okay, you need to calculate average velocity from here to here. Okay, so what you need to do is actually first you need to find out the displacement here. The here from 4 to 8 second, matlab 4 from here to here, it is just 0 displacement. Just find there the initial and the final displacement is same, so the velocity is 0. You can check the displacement. You can write here displacement. You need to calculate, sorry, you need to calculate the velocity. Velocity is equals to final displacement upon initial displacement. Final displacement upon minus initial displacement. Initial displacement divided by time. So what you need to do is final displacement is 10. Initial displacement is also 10 upon t is 4 seconds. So you can check that 0 upon 4 is equals to 0. Means the displacement, a velocity from 0 to 4. Velocity, sorry, from 4 to 8. 4 to 8. It is 0 meter per second. Okay. Now you need to calculate the velocity from here to here. Okay. So again, the final displacement is this one. Final displacement is 0 and the initial displacement is 10. So you can calculate the velocity. Velocity you need to find out here is that you can write here that that is final displacement is 0. You can check that this is the displacement showing axis. So you can say that this is 12. So the final displacement is 12 minus, sorry, the final displacement is 0 minus initial displacement. What is the initial displacement? The reading of initial displacement is 10. So you can write here 10 and the total time is, what is the total time? The total time is, you can say that from here to here we are just
8
calculating.
seconds.
No, from here to here we are calculating, that is only 4 seconds. Okay, that you can write here minus of 10 upon 4. So you can write here that the velocity is minus of 2.5. Minus of 2.5. So this is the velocity. Okay, now this is the final velocity. Okay. Okay, what you need to calculate is you need to calculate total displacement upon total time. So you can easily calculate total displacement is 0 here. It is the total displacement is 0 and total time. Or you can say that this is the final velocity upon initial velocity. Sorry, you can say that this is the one velocity 1 and this is the velocity 2. So you can also use the average velocity formula that we have, that is average velocity is equals to v1 plus v2 average velocity. We also have a formula, direct formula, that is v1 plus v2 divided by 2. You can write it, that is 0 is a v1, our initial velocity, and this one v2 is our minus of 0.2.5 upon 2. So you can write here that our average velocity is actually, that is how much it is 1.25 minus of 1.25 meter per second. So this is our average velocity. Okay, velocity, or you can calculate it by total displacement upon total time. So here we have the in total displacement. In the first case, we have the total displacement is 0 because the object is stationary. You see that the object is stationary here. It is not moving. Okay, and later we have the displacement. How much it is? We have the displacement. We have the displacement, that is minus 8. Sorry, minus 10. This is our displacement. What is our displacement? Final displacement is 0 Here you find that final displacement is 0 and initial displacement is 10. So final minus initial, we have 0 minus initial. We have calculated here that our displacement is minus 10 here. So this is the total displacement. You can write here initial, in the first case it is 0, then plus minus 10 upon the total time is 4 to 12 seconds, it is 8 seconds. So you can write here minus of 10 upon 8. So it is simple, that will be 1.25 minus meter per we need to calculate the meter. Okay, we are calculating the speed now. So the average velocity, that is minus of 1.25 meter per second. So is it clear or having some doubt? I can explain you again if you have any doubt regarding to this topic. You have any doubt?
So can you explain one more time? So second,
Yes.
so
One
second
more.
part.
Okay, second part na? Okay, so here it is the second part, that you need to calculate the average velocity from 0 to 4 seconds. Okay, so when we are calculating the average velocity from so we have a simple formula, that one is the velocity is equal to displacement upon time. Okay, so this is a simple formula for the velocity, but we need to calculate the average velocity. So we have two formula for the average velocity, that is the total displacement upon total time, or we can have the, if we have the velocity 1 in the first case and the second is velocity 2 in the second case, then we can add these two and we can divide it by 2. So here what we are doing actually, that first we are calculating the average velocity from 4 to 8 seconds. 4 to 8 seconds, what is the average velocity? So it is final displacement upon initial displacement upon time. So final displacement is 10. You see that here the final displacement is 10 and initial displacement is also 10. So you find that 10 minus 10 is 0 upon 4. You can write here this one. Okay, got it? Got it?
Yes, sir.
So this one is 0. So from here to here, our velocity is 0 meter per second. Object is not moving. It means it is simple, means that object is not moving. Okay. Now we need to calculate the velocity from here to here, means from 8 to 12 second. 12 second. So 8 to 12 second, the time is 4. And you can calculate here that 0 minus 10. What is it? 0 minus 10. How much will it give it to you? That the final displacement is 0. You see that here in the reading, that you will find that final displacement is 0 and the initial displacement is 10. You find that an object start moving from this and moving in the graph like this, where the final displacement is 0 and initial displacement is 10. So you can write here 0 minus 10 by 4. You can write here minus 10 upon 4. You can write here minus of 2.5. Okay, the average velocity is this one. Okay, got it?
Yes, sir.
So you can write here minus of 2.5 meter per second. This is the average velocity. Okay, average velocity for the second time from here to here. Sorry, velocity from here to here. Okay, now if we need to calculate the average velocity, what we need to do is we need to add this one. This is the average velocity from here to here, 0, and average velocity from this one, we need to add these two and then we have to divide it by 2. So simply what we do here is 0 is the initial average initial velocity, that we have 0, and this is the 2.5. We have calculated this one. Okay, this one we have calculated. So we add these two, 0 plus minus of 2.5. We can write here and divided by 2. We will get here minus of 1.25. Okay, this is the average velocity. So this is the first case that in which we use the formula v1 plus v2 divided by 2. We use this formula. Another formula we have, that average velocity is equal to total displacement upon total time. So here we need to write the total displacement. So we know that in the first case, the total displacement is 0, but in the second case, the total displacement is 10. You can find that it is final is 0 and initial is this one. So total displacement is minus of 10, and total time from here to here is 8 seconds. 4 to 12 is 8 seconds. So 0 is the initial displacement from here to here. Minus 10 is the another displacement from here to here. So the total displacement is 0 plus minus 10. You will get minus 10. And is the total time. Total time is 4 seconds from here to here, and another 4 seconds from here to here. You will get here, that is 8. The total, when you divide it 10 by 8, you will get against minus 1.25. So both of them are going to have the same answer. Okay. So do you have any doubt? Still you understand, or still you want another explanation?
So no, sir, no doubt.
Amna, do you have any doubt? You understood?
Yes, sir. Understood.
Sure?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So please copy this one.
Sir, done.
Done. Okay, let's do one more last question, and then class will be over. Okay. So let's try one more question, one simple question. Okay. What information? It is simple that what information you will get from these two graphs. This is the position A. Sorry, this is the position A. This is B. This is C. This is D. Okay, this is the velocity time graph. Okay, what is object doing? Can I say that it has the accelerated motion from A to B? Do the object have the accelerated motion from A to B?
Yes, sir.
Uniform or non-uniform? It is uniform because it is a straight line. Okay. Actually, it does not appear straight, but actually it is a straight. Let's assume that. So it is going to have the uniform accelerated motion from A to B. What is the acceleration of the object from B to C?
Sir, 0.
Okay. Is the object is moving or not?
So it is moving.
Okay. Hamna, is the object is moving from B to C or not? Hamna, is the object
Yes,
is moving?
sir.
Yes, it is moving because whatever the velocity here is, the object is moving from with that velocity. Okay. Okay. What is the acceleration? Sorry, is the object is speed is increasing or decreasing from C to D?
So it is decreasing.
It is decreasing. Very good. Okay. Okay. If I'm changing the this one and I've changed this one as a displacement time graph. Now, uh, is the object is still having a uniform velocity from A to B or not?
No, sir.
Is the what does the information A to B is giving? What does this line is giving you the information? A to B. Hmm? What information are you getting from A to B? It is simple that the displacement, the object's displacement is changing with uniformly with time. It means the object is moving with uniform velocity. Uniform velocity. Okay. Do the object having a uniform acceleration from A to B? Do the object is having acceleration from A to B? Radula, Hamna. So if I'm saying that objects in displacement time graph, you see that in displacement time graph, if the straight line is there, it indicates that the object is going to have the uniform velocity. If it is a displacement time graph, okay, time graph, the object is going to have uniform velocity. Okay, the object is going to have uniform velocity. So object is moving with a uniform velocity. It means it has zero acceleration. Zero acceleration, uniform velocity. What does it? It means that the speed is not changing. It is a constant velocity. Uniform velocity means every time it is going to have a move. The object is moving with a fixed velocity. So it means it has zero acceleration. Means there is no change in the speed. There is no change in the velocity. So zero escalations. Okay. So here, if I'm making the same graph, okay, with the if I'm making the same graph, but if I'm changing it with the time, sorry, with the velocity and displacement. If I'm saying that is the velocity time graph and another one is the displacement time graph. Okay. So here the velocity is changing with time. Velocity is changing with time. It means acceleration, accelerated motion. Okay. Here the displacement is changing. Means this rate of displacement, the rate of change of displacement is constant. Rate of change of displacement is constant. Constantly displacement is changing. So it means it is going to have uniform velocity, and uniform velocity means zero acceleration. Zero acceleration. Okay, and here we can say that object is at velocity, its velocity is changing. Since its velocity is changing with time, constantly with time, so it means accelerated motion, and any accelerated motion is considered to be as non-uniform motion. Non-uniform motion, because its velocity is changing. Non-uniform motion. Okay, here if I'm coming from B to C, okay, so you find that the velocity is constant. Here the velocity is constant. When the velocity is constant, what does what information does it give us to you? Velocity is constant means
So acceleration is 0.
acceleration is 0. Acceleration is 0 means acceleration is 0. And acceleration is 0 means uniform velocity. Okay, so acceleration 0 means uniform velocity. Okay, now moving towards this one also. If this one is parallel, so you can write here displacement is 0. Here you can write displacement is constant. So what does it this means? This displacement constant means object is not moving. So object is stationary, is not moving. Object is not moving. So if object is not moving, we can say that its acceleration is 0. So we can say its acceleration is 0. We can say simply that it's not moving. That's all. Okay, it's not in motion. Again, from when the object is coming from C to D, it simply means that the displacement is changing uniformly with time, and displacement is changing with uniformly with time. We can have that it has uniform decreasing velocity. Uniform decreasing velocity. Uniform, yeah, we can say that this is uniform velocity. Again means object is, here we can say that displacement is in the negative, the object is moving in the previous direction. Means if it is coming from home from A to B, then he is moving again from B to A. This is indicating that it is going to have uniform velocity. Okay, but in the negative direction, means negative, but in negative directions. Means what does this statement means? What does this line is indicating? That if an object is moving from west to east, now from A to B, if the object is moving from A to B in the west to east, okay, so west to east, then it stops here. This is B to C, it stops, and then again moving back from east to west, okay, in the opposite direction. So we will consider it as a negative acceleration. Here you find that B to C, the velocity is acceleration 0. Here you find that it is having the negative acceleration. Acceleration means a brake is applied. And velocity is decreasing uniformly. Okay, so here we can say that this is the information that we will learn, and when we practice, we are practicing this one, and if we continuously practice, then we will these graphs will be okay with us, or we will not be going to have any doubt. So that's all for today. Do you have any doubt regarding to this topic that I have teach you today?
No, sir.
Okay. Hamna, do you have any doubt?
No, sir.
Okay. Thank you so much for joining class. That's all for today. Good night. So